Alright, a place forbidden. What you got? Description. Library of Ouroboros and its vast herbical knowledge is finally within your reach. In the end, it was almost too easy to find. Oh, things are going to get hoogly then. Alright, so... Okay, a place forbidden. Alright, controls. Pause, mouse, E, flashlight. Okay, cool. Good to know. No run. At least not that they're telling me about. The Library of Ouroboros. I'm finally here. It's almost anticlimactic to stand so easily within its walls after all those years of searching. If the rumors are true, the library contains knowledge beyond anything one might hope to find on Earth. Uh-oh. Words of power, occult learnings, enough to transcend death. It will be mine. All of it. I just need to know where to look. Okay, so... Door's locked. Cool Triskele knot. Can I use the switch? No. Why would I leave? I've only just arrived. Flashlight is currently off. Let's fuck with lamps. Doors immobile. I can only imagine what strange arcane secrets lie behind its varnished surface. I almost said vanished. Almanacs. Useless. How's the radiator? Warm? Books on philosophy, history, and a few stray encyclopedias. Not useful. A few volumes stand out on math and physics, but the rest are from more obscure wings of science. I didn't catch the end. Interesting, but not what I'm looking for. Shout out to letting me look at it twice. I love the dust motes, too. Section contains mostly horror novels. How droll. Novels, science fiction, and fantasy, as well as a few stray romance novels. Okay. I wanted to see if... Alright, that looks like it's probably a thing. Biographies, I've heard of none of these people. I know that feeling. Alright, we'll start with desk book and then work with the other books. Okay. A transcript. I've been having these nightmares, Doctor. I'm alone, but I don't feel alone. Not like I should. Rather, there's no one with me, but that's not to say there's nothing around. It's difficult to explain, but it is an uncomfortable feeling. Something drones low in the background all the while. I can hear snatches of whispers, but only just barely. Like something is conversing with me just out of my range of hearing, just as something is watching out of my sight range. Everything's too still. It's wrong. I don't remember how I got there, and I can't figure out how to leave. Everything is all hallways upon hallways, shelves of books that look like they've never been opened. Almost all of them are still, and yet I get a feeling like I mustn't open any of them, whatever I do. There's a pull toward them, of course. I sense that I will learn more than I could ever hope to on Earth. But there's a danger, a vague, creeping danger. The feeling that something is very, very interested in every move I make. Who or what it might be? I don't know. I don't know if it wants to bring me in or if it wants me to leave. How does it end? Well, as I mentioned, there's no real way to escape. Every place I go leads to more rooms. But eventually, after a time, I don't really hear them so much as feel them. Look no further. Look no further. Look no further. And then I wake, and every time, I feel farther from this world. To be honest, Doctor, I hope it's all in my imagination. I hope I'm afflicted with some kind of mania. Because a place like that can't exist, shouldn't exist, and if it does, then I can only hope that no one else would be so unfortunate as to visit it. Guess what we're gonna do? Do. Alright, book number 1. The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable, as per usual. But my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. But shall we retire to the living room if we're to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Fine, then. If you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me the fool forever. I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear about how I can stop a human heart with but a word? Goodness, that sounds dangerous. It most certainly is. I wish to hear it. Then of course you shall. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if expecting a kiss. The librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Too curious for her own good. He stands, reaching in one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a cursory look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, and turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small, black case, which the librarian has decided to leave sitting atop the minister's writing desk. Damn. Cold. A partial history of the library. The Library of Ouroboros was so much built as it simply came to be. Well, that much we've been able to glean from the early murky tales about a certain endless structure rich in occult knowledge. The first tale was penned by an unnamed Gaelic mystic, who compiled a variety of accounts. I guess the Gaelic would explain the Triskele is. Who compiled a variety of accounts from travelers complaining of strange dreams. Hence the transcript. Many of these travelers' accounts of the place were the same. Endless hallways of strange materials, magic devices that seemed to give off light or sounds. Oh, sorry, I'm so tired. Without any visible source. But rarely were there any tangible details aside from these characteristics and the font of knowledge ringing the walls of the place. This, of course, changed in approximately 670 when the mystic was visited by a lone woman. She was reportedly wild-eyed, half-mad, and complaining of dreams much the same. Okay, you can use the arrow keys for that. Cool. And complaining of dreams much the same as her fellows, but she claimed that these dreams became reality briefly. This is about the transcript we read, and that she at one point even visited that bleak place. She claimed to run into a dark, amorphous figure with a score of glowing red eyes. This figure apparently spoke to her, promising her black knowledge if only she pledged herself to it. Though the mystic asked how this woman escaped such a place, the woman gave him no explanation. In fact, she spoke no further, withdrawing from the mystic's hut to begin her traveling anew. She was never seen or heard from again. This testimony is hardly a concrete example of the library's existence, but it certainly makes one wonder, if tales like this could exist from the earliest days of modern man, what other truths could lie buried deep in the past, should one be willing to tunnel through the cobwebs of years to reach the ancient tales hidden beneath? Alright, well, one more. I didn't see that guy. They came to the domain, a blank canvas in the cosmos, from places... Ooh, why is this kicking in all of a sudden? Unknown and old as time. They have existed longer than man, longer than the sentient stones of longer than the cosmic force that runs through all things. They have always been. They saw the ruin that coursed through the universe, the constant in and out flux of entropy, and with entropy went items of worth, and it was that worth that they sought to salvage, not things, ideas, thoughts, power intangible. Through the years they reached, for their powers were immense. Through eons they smashed? They snatched up secrets, dark and light, but it wasn't long before it all became too much, even for those ancient. The remaining pages have been torn out of this book. In their place is a single piece of lined paper with an untidy scroll standing upon it and in red ink. The key to go further could have been deciphered from the last word in each of these books, but I tore them out. I couldn't let anyone else go any deeper. Sorry, but trust me, it's better this way. As you close the book, you make out a single word scratched, not written, into the inner cover. Your predecessor must have missed it, or else it was made after the note was placed. Telephone. The last word of each of these books. So, telephone. Before that was beneath. Something, okay, beneath telephone. Desk. Nothing in these cases, it looks like. Alright, what's in the transcript? It's probably like on. telephone beneath desk. Or it beneath... Oh, wrong way. Can't look in the bin, but... Welcome message from all our staff. Welcome. We're glad you're here. As you were sure you're aware, the Library of Ouroboros is located in a picturesque part of Britain atop a grassy knoll east of Sussex. Many rural townships, obviously bereft of their own libraries, refer their villagers to the library. It is beloved by all. That doesn't sound shady at all. We hope you'll take your time perusing our vast stores of literature, nonfiction, fiction, occult knowledge, cursed knowledge, words to melt the eyes of anyone who reads them, psalms of murder, and otherwise. You'll certainly have time enough, Bernard. You'll certainly have time enough. Okay, but we found a key. Alright. Alright. Well, this key's got to unlock something, right? Got 2 locked doors. That's the way in. Rifle, rifle. Okay. The book mentioned my name. A coincidence. Nothing more. Or is it? Besides, it was mistaken. The library wasn't in England. I found it in the German city of Olberg, sequestered away behind an ancient church. It moves. Such a small, unassuming front. As if by looking so plain, it might hide from the rest of the world. Yeah. Definitely. Like... I forget what the term is. Like a store that jumps around like that. Alright, can't interact with that one. Or that one. Okay. Maybe it's a bit more of a positional puzzle. We shall see. I'm gonna check them all anyway. You're an avid reader, aren't you, Bernard? You can't read these books, but don't fret. They'll pave your road to new knowledge. If you're stuck, think of yourself like a cataloger. Or a librarian. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The case toward the window seems a good place as any to start. Okay. Is this loss? Okay, what are you? You are locked. Oh, okay, yeah. It's either the number of books or the number of a certain color of books. This is the one closest to windows. Oh, we can look outside. Frigid scene. There was no fog outside earlier. Same for the other windows. Need a key. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, I get it. Oh, it's a Triskele. It's an Ouroboros in a Triskele. That's interesting. 4, 5, 6, 3. There is a cursor. I just didn't turn on the capture for it. Because it wasn't special. That wasn't quite it. Maybe I missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5. That's definitely the right number. Oh, did I put 4, 5, 6, 3 or 4, 6, 5, 3? I think I did 4, 5, 6, 3. Got him. Brass key. Finally. Here's hoping that's the last of the locks. Ah. No battery to worry about, thank crap. Never felt that threatened by a chair before. Oh yeah, that's clearly been sponging farts for longer than I've been alive. File cabinets. Drawer number 1. Drawer number 2. Drawer number 3. Drawer number 4. One of them's gonna have something. Or it's gonna be like a brittle snake trick or something jumps out at me. It's spooky. Okay. Well, boarded door, always a good sign. Oh, hey. What is that? Screwdriver. Classic. I can't remember what the name of that. I think it's a woodcut is, but it's a good one. Alright. Cool drawers. We're getting some whispering now, too. I don't know how well it's picking up on the audio, but... These drawers are clean. We have not soiled the drawers. Okay, yeah, you probably need the screwdriver to pry those. Ooh, physics. You love to see it. Oh yeah, whispers are picking up now. This appears to have seen better days. Can we get around that? No. Alright, let's go into the yawning hell pit. That seems like, well, at least they put stairs in it. Looking for books. Checking to see if we have to get closer to read any of these. Usually we're pretty... Oh, that one's got stuff. Oh, bloody handprint. How is this possible? Did we get non-Euclidean? I can't quite tell. Oh, great. We're in an Escher painting. Hooray! Broke a perfectly good chair. Alright. Ooh, it's a magic book. Pick a color. Let's try for perp. Bluish perp. Picked up, you'll regret it, 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 you'll regret it. Something is wrong. Is it though? I need to leave now. We can't run. Endless. It is endless. Oh, things are getting weird in my vision too.
Your mind is small.
Ooh, voice acting.
Your mind is fragile.
That's pretty stock cosmic horror.
You're here, a little force there. No more burnout. We could make you a shambling husk.
That would be cool.
Make you walk these halls forever.
It will never open again.
We see your curiosity.
Well, I guess we're stuck here.
Potential. We have something more in mind for you. We think you like it.
I love the smear, like the visual distortion effect too. That's probably it. Thank you for visiting our library. That was cute. That's got some potential. Alright, links open a new window. Going back.